How's it going, YouTube? And welcome to another Panda PCHS and Hunter High Times D&D PCHS live stream. We are here with episode 1 from the character introduction in the campaign called Celestial Return. In episode 0, we did the brief explanation of what this campaign will be about, where this campaign is being placed, which again, if I didn't say it, which I don't think I did, it is being placed on Toril. And the Celestials have returned. Last campaign, we dealt with demons. Now we're dealing with Celestials. But the campaign before the demons, we dealt with a god, didn't we, High Times?
Yes.
It's just going in reverse.
And the last campaign, I brought back said god.
Yep. Well, this campaign will begin after we do a beginning game cheers for good luck in this campaign. I guess Hunter High Times does not have one packed at the moment.
I forgot.
If you guys also didn't hear in episode 0, the last campaign and this campaign will be uploading at the same time roughly on this channel. So once I figure out, after uploading all the non-abyssal stuff to the Panda PCHS channel, the abyssal campaign and the Celestial Return campaign will be uploaded on the D&D PCHS channel.
Cheers, chat.
Cheers, guys. So this campaign begins in the Toril New Year Celebration Festival in the city of Gran Drago in the kingdom of the Dragonborns. This festival is much like our New Year celebration, but instead of celebrating at midnight, they celebrate on the 1st till the 2nd. You see many dragonborn floaties, many Chinese dragon people running around, firecrackers going off, fireworks in the sky going off in midday, because they're magic, of course. You see many different colored dragonborn, as well as many different vendors that have come to sell their goods in the festival of the New Year. You begin as you just walk in to the city of Gran Drago.
I cast Disguise Self immediately because I'm not supposed to be here. What do I roll for that?
Your spell, so Disguise Self, and then whatever your spell modifier is.
Where the fuck do I find that?
Above your spell save.
Attack bonus?
Nope. Yeah, I think it's called attack bonus.
I only have these.
Yeah, your spell attack bonus. Mine's +7.
15. Do I pick something I disguise as?
Yep. Any human, like a person.
Oh, a dragonborn. I can disguise into another dragonborn.
You could, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Any sentient
I would just
person
change into a random dragonborn, you know, just somebody.
You can't turn into a creature with Disguise Self, but you can turn into a person, you know?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn into like a blue dragonborn.
Alright. What kind of a dragonborn have?
Blue.
No, what kind? Like, what is it gonna look like? It's a blue dragonborn, but what's it disguised as?
What do you mean?
Well, did you just change your color so you look like a blue dragonborn sorcerer?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all.
That's all
We're
you have to say.
dragonborns. We all look fairly similar. It's okay. It's okay. Nobody's gonna recognize me if I'm blue.
But you think most of you are magic? Magic is very thin around your numbers. You guys are ritualistic people. I learned a lot about the Dragonborns because it was my first character.
As a fucking blue barbarian.
A blue Dragonborn barbarian?
Yeah.
Alright, that works. At least you changed your clothes, because Disguise Self, you can change your whole outfit and everything. That's why I asked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what Disguised Self is.
Oh.
That's why I asked what kind of Dragonborn you were turning into. So you're going to be a barbarian?
Yeah.
Alright. Of course, you still have whatever weapons you have and whatever, you know?
Yeah.
But your clothes just change for the time being. So, what are you doing now, Hef? You're
I'm
at the
gonna go.
gates of the Grand Drago City.
Well, I'm gonna go, I guess, look at some vendors.
Alright.
Roll perception, I'm assuming.
Yep.
10. No.
6 plus what?
I'm trying to figure that out. So, nature. Yeah, 3, so 9.
Alright, so you see,
I'm not very perceptive this time, Half.
you basically, under all the pressure that you're under, being in a place you're banished from, see next to every vendor food, armor, weapons, clothes, mounts, everything. Equipment, you know? Any kind of vendor.
I'm gonna go look for a weapons, like a weapons armor, kind of, you know.
Alright. So as you walk, you see 2 weapon vendors, 2 blacksmiths.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the second one.
Alright, so you walk over to the second blacksmith.
Roll perception to see what he looks like. Of a 9.
So, as you walk up, you hear a grrr, as you see an owlbear with an owlbear cub laying beside the front desk.
I see, what the hell is that?
That's just my pet.
Say, very well.
That is Oni and his baby Thrash.
I say, okay.
How may I help you?
I say, just looking around, enjoying the festival, seeing what there exactly is around here. It's been a while since I've been here.
And this guy is a Warforged as well, since I didn't say what he was and you looked.
Oh.
Do you see anything that interests you? We have weapons, we have armor, we have magic items, we have jewelry.
Well, see, I know I probably can't afford to get any magical items, but I'm looking for somebody that may be able to craft some enchantment arrows.
Enchantment arrows.
Bolts, you would call them.
I cannot enchant. However, I can imbue, but I cannot enchant.
I say, so you do this all yourself. You must be a magical being of some sort.
Well, I don't know many people or have any friends. Other than, of course, the owlbear and my supplier. He gives me all this to work with. I bring him the cut at the end of the day, and he gives me my hourly pay.
I say, how would you like to get out, maybe explore more?
You're not asking me to go travel with you, are you?
I don't know why. I don't trust many people. But you don't seem to be much of... And I know this may hurt your feelings, and I hope you'll change your mind. You don't seem to be much of a person, more machine. I think we'll get along better than I do with most creatures. I say, I'm quite the lonely gentleman, too. I can't, as you would say, have love or companionship.
Interesting. I am looking for friendship and companionship.
I say, well, I would hope to one day like to be able to feel those feelings. Maybe you can help me.
I must kindly decline, as most people put on faces and then either leave me or rob me when we get far enough from this place.
Well, I will tell you this. I will not rob you. But the face you see now is not real. You want to see my real face? Meet me 5 kilometers outside the main kingdom walls. I have a little I have a little setup there with a bedroll, a fire will be lit, and I will show you my true self. I say, and if you still don't trust me, I will explain to you why I have this on now. And I walk away. And I just walk out of the kingdom wall.
Alright.
And go sit at the pit, and
What
wait
pit?
for him.
What pit?
Well, I'm gonna go make a pit, like 5Ks out. I'm gonna make a little setup,
You're gonna make yourself a camp?
Yeah.
What do you have for your camp? Do you have a tent or a bedroll or anything?
Oh, I need
Or-
I need a tent. That's the one other thing I needed. I forgot. Okay, I'm gonna ask him if he has a tent before I leave, because I think that was the one thing I was missing. I have bed pouch, or bedroll, whatever.
Yeah.
And a tent. I say, how much for a tent?
I do not sell tents, but that vendor up there, that lizard folk woman, she does sell tents, cots, bedrolls, blankets, pillows, anything of imaginable. Not that I need any of that stuff, but it's interesting to indulge in culture.
Okay, very well. And I go talk to lizard folk. I'm like, before I leave, I'm like, as I said, 5K out, I'll have a tent, a fire, and some rations ready. I don't know if you eat, but I need to still.
Okay.
And I go to the lizard folk. I'm like, excuse me.
May I help you?
I just need a tent for a medium creature.
A tent for a medium, huh? Dragonborn asking me for a tent. That's like a noble asking me for a tent. Come, pick your tent. I give you deal.
I go and look at the tents.
So perception have.
She's gonna try and rob me. Fuck off!
3 6s in a row. So 9 again. You see a hide tent. You see still a hide tent with the fur over it as well. You see a smoothed over hide tent that's dipped in kind of like a polish, so it's more sturdy. And you also see just a fabric tent.
I say, how much for the hide furred one?
The hide furred one is originally 200 gold. But for you, you look pretty noble. I feel I could do it for about 60 gold.
I say, and is it waterproof and warm?
It is pretty waterproof. It's more built for the winter times, the colder times.
I say,
The fur does get quite wet.
I say, what about, which one of these would be kind of an in-between good for all weather?
I would say the dipped hide tent.
And I say, and how much is that one?
That one is more cheap, but it is also fragile, as it is a solider surface. I can probably price it at, we'll say, 75 or 80 gold pieces.
I say, I can do 75.
75. Okay. And there I will throw in a nice sheep wool pillow.
Thank you. So I give her 75 gold.
Alright.
And just so you see.
Alright.
So now I have, what is this, hide dipped?
It is a dipped hide tent.
Dip.
It's basically a waterproof coating on the outside is what it is, you know?
Yeah.
So the rain slicks off, but the cold is very brittle for it.
Yeah.
But it can survive in the cold so long as it doesn't get wet, you know?
Yeah. And then
As the coating
Also a
protects the
sheep.
hide.
wool pillow.
Yep.
How do you spell sheep? SHEEP, right?
Yep.
And wool is WOO. No, wool
WHOOLE.
is WHOO. Yeah. And apparently I can't spell pillow has an I.
PILLOW.
Yeah, I spelled it with an E.
Pillow.
Okay. So I say thank you and I head out of the castle.
Enjoy New Year's Day.
You too.
So you're walking out of the castle to set up camp?
Yeah.
And you're walking 5 kilometers, right?
Yeah, because that's what I told him.
So 5 kilometers forward, I need you to roll a perception check. Lower. So you find yourself on the side of some hills in the plains. You're in the plains, and about another 3 kilometers to the right, you see some hills.
Okay.
And then to the left, you see more plains. And straight forward, in the very, very, very far distance, you see what looks to be really tall trees.
Okay. So basically, I'm gonna kind of set off in the plain area, because that's obviously where you want to set a tent.
Yeah.
Really hard to set a tent up on the hills.
Yeah.
Especially if this tent is like a sturdier, harder to fold move. You know.
Yeah.
Just better make it a basic layout. Then I find, is it like a grassy plain?
Yeah. Grasslands. It's like the grasslands. Medium to tall grass.
How cold is it out?
We're in the summer, or the springtime at the moment.
So do I really need a fire?
Not during the day.
But at night. Yeah.
But at night, if you're cooking anything, or during the day, if you're cooking anything, or any of that, right?
Yeah. But no, I mean for like heat.
No. Not during the day, no.
Oh, that wouldn't work anyway. It only doesn't last that long. That's a momentary thing. Yeah, I'm gonna set up a fire pit.
Alright.
Do I have to roll anything for that?
Nope.
Okay,
we'll do a performance check for how well you set up the fire pit. Wait, how are you using your tinderbox for the fire pit?
Well, I'm assuming I'm gonna have to find like rocks or something to make an outline, you know. So I guess perception.
And then your tinderbox starts the fire.
Yeah. And then I'll explain, hey, perception for finding rocks is a 8, 9, 10, 11.
Alright, so you do find some decent sized rocks scattered around.
Now performance. Of an 8. Can I look at, here's the question, can I look at it and go, that's not quite what I want, and try and reshape it a bit with one more roll?
Yeah.
Just because I have all the time in the world, you know.
Yeah.
I can actually take the time to make this.
Of course.
It's a perfect fire pit.
Yep.
And for you wondering, that was a 19 plus 4 for 23. And then I pull out a tinder box. Where's my inventory? I use one tinder box.
How many tinder boxes did you get? 2?
2.
Oh yeah, because
one with my monster pack and one with the
Alright.
Dungeoneer's pack. And then just as needed, because I'm going to take a rest here anyway, so I'll just recharge it. Actually, I think of the cantrip. Cantrips don't require any spell slots, do they?
No.
Okay. Then just to keep it going from dying, I'm going to just keep bursting it with control flame. You know?
Yep.
Just keep using my
Alright, so in
magic.
this case, for the time being, I'm going to get you to do 2 magic for your spell for it to flare up twice over time.
That's on an angle. So 9 plus 7, so that's 16.
Alright, I'll say that lights it. And a crit, so it does light. Bigger than you expected. Now you got bonfire.
And then I'm going to cook up a ration.
Alright.
And have some water.
Sounds good. Smart. As the sun starts to set, is there anything you'd like to do while the sun is setting?
I'm just going to sit there. Hold on, I'm just trying to find my rations.
It's all good.
It only lasts around. Never mind. I'm just trying to see what I could be doing, you know?
Yep.
Now, here's a question. If I was to say because they would get stuck in the tree and probably break one likely. I was going to say practicing target practice with my bow, but that would break the arrows, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, it could. It has the potential. It does use them, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna wait for the vendor to show up.
All right. So I need your name again, Huff.
Lucky.
All right. And have you decided if you're male or female yet?
I am female.
All right. AC
14.
and PP.
13.
Damn, your PP's lower than mine. Shut up, F.
It's called age has taken a toll.
All right. So, night comes as the sun disappears, and the moon strikes the highest point of the sky, making you known that it is midnight. As you hear the sound of 2 horses and a wagon approach, with what looks to be a torch on the top of the wagon for light.
I just sit there kind of waiting to peacefully, not gonna make any sudden movements.
Alright, how long does your disguise self last? An hour, right?
Yes, I had to recast.
Okay,
it,
so
and I haven't
you wanna-
done that yet.
You
So
want to
I'm gonna
recast
do
that quick
yes.
since you hear him?
For a 17.
I'm assuming same thing?
Yes.
You're turning into the blue warrior guy, right?
Yep.
Alright. So upon turning, the wagon approaches as you see 2 dark brown horses with a halfling and a warforged on the wagon as they both hop off and walk over.
I say hello, Mr. Warforge.
Hi, this is my employer, Bilbo.
I say hello, Bilbo.
I hear you want to take one of my best employees.
I say I'm looking for somebody that can keep me safe and may be able to assist me throughout some travels. Your Warforge seems very useful and very friendly. I say, but I did promise him I'd show him who I truly am and tell him my story, so if you don't mind, I'm gonna slip into something a little more comfortable as I tap my staff on the ground using subtitle and turn into my gold dragonborn. I say, hi, I'm Lucky.
As Bilbo looks up to the Warforged, see, everybody lies.
I say,
He's already lied off the bat.
I say, I have a reason. I am banished from the kingdom, but I can't help but every year come back for the New Year's Day celebration, as it is one of the most beautiful things for my people. I must disguise myself so I'm not recognized, and I am only cast out because I hurt somebody that hurt my mother.
Interesting. Do you even have sufficient funds to take my Warforged friend on a journey? After all, he is a magic robot. He needs lots of maintenance.
We'd be making funds as we go, picking up jobs like true adventurer travelers.
Well, how about I just offer you a job, and you come work for me as well?
I say, doing what? I can't go within the kingdom walls. I am no use to you unless I'm in a disguise, which only lasts an hour.
That is fine. We are post in Grand Drago City for the time being. You can be useful as a bodyguard for our Warforged friend's business that I have him running.
I say you're mistaken. I am not a builder or a body protector. I am a sorcerer.
That is the point. I'm sure you can keep strong warriors away from our fragile friend.
I say fragile. This guy looks pretty big to me.
But his personality is fragile. He's not big of a fighter.
I say, very well. What would you offer me for payment?
I will pay you by the hour, per job. As a bodyguard, the hourly payment will be 10 gold an hour. And the hourly payment for helping us deliver anything on any jobs where we bring product to places. All I need is 15 gold an hour for your travel.
I have to pay you to bring me.
No. I will pay you to protect our goods as we travel.
Okay. I say, you know what? I will take it for now, but I say I will be still able to work my odd jobs, and in exchange, I want to be able to take the Warforged with me on them so he can adventure with me. I feel like I can make somewhat of a trusting bond, even though, as I told him, because of what's happened to me, I am very hard to get trust with. I cannot love, but I hope to one day find it.
When the Warforged has days off, or hours off, I will gladly permit him to travel, so long as he comes back by nightfall for the next day's work.
Very well.
Now, come, pack up. I have a house that's rented here. We have more than enough room for you to stay.
I say I can't go within the kingdom. I'm much more comfortable staying here.
So you'll rough it and meet us in the morning, I presume.
Where do I have to meet you?
Same place where you met the Warforged.
I say, and if I get busted, or is disguise self a cantrip? I didn't even notice. Hold on.
I think it's a first level spell.
Yeah, it's a first level. I say I can only be out 4 hours a day in the kingdom. I better make my time count.
Sounds good.
Because I don't think I have anything else that helps me with it.
We'll try to get everything here done and get enough funds to head out in 3 days.
I say very well. I say I shall stay here.
Sounds good. Now, we shall see you tomorrow.
I say very well. What time?
We'll say 3 hours after dawn, right as the market opens.
Perfect. And I go and do my rest. That resets all my spells.
So, dawn comes as the sun comes up. And you see the bright orangey pink light flashing on the side of your tent.
I pack
and the
up,
plains.
put out the fire. Well, the fire's probably out by now. Just pack up and head to the kingdom walls and when I get closer, I'm going to do the disguise self.
Alright.
Apparently not. We're going to try one more time. 7 plus 5 is 12.
We'll count that.
And how do I do this? I click on it, right?
Yeah, you just spend a point.
No, I just hit the cast, right?
Yeah.
And it comes off of the spell slot, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Perfect.
Alright, so you get to the vendor place where he's selling stuff. And then you see the Warforged.
I say hello, Mr. Warforged.
You came back.
I say yes. I told you I'd be here to work with you. I just can only work 4 hours out of the day at max here in the village.
I see. Well, how was your night?
I say it was nice. I said nice and relaxing, like I enjoy it.
Well, come. I guess you don't have to come. I guess you're supposed to stand out here and prevent people from stealing, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go back inside and continue working on the short sword that I'm working on.
I said very well.
As I go back inside, a wagon comes down as Bilbo gets off. And he's like, you made it. I was beginning to think you might not have come. But I guess I wasn't here after all, to see if you made it or not.
I said, I've just arrived. I said, as I told the Warforged, I can only work 4 hours a day out in the light of the village.
Come. Help me unload breakfast from the back of the cart.
I help him.
We have much to discuss here. As you bring out a couple trays of food, bringing it into the back room of the workshop. As R2-D2 continues to work outside, making sure no one takes anything, and you and him go inside. And he says, sit, eat. I'm assuming you haven't eaten yet this morning.
I said not yet this morning. No, thank you.
We have much to discuss. I have a shipment that is to be delivered tonight.
I say very well.
I will be paying you each an extra 25 gold for this delivery fee.
I say okay. I say, and it has to come in here.
No, we are bringing it to one of my clients after work today.
I say, so I'm out of the kingdom, right?
Yes.
I say, very well.
Are you okay with that?
I say, yeah.
Alright, feast. I have other business to attend to.
Alright,
as Bilbo heads out.
I eat up, and then get back to work.
Alright. So after a couple of hours, I need you to roll perception.
Should I, if it's been a couple hours, should I just minus the spell one more time? Just to be...
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it only lasts for an hour. And perception, you said?
Yeah. Alright, so you clearly just watched what looks to be this halfling grab a red stone off the table and pocket it and start to speed off.
I'm going to quickly use, hold on. I'm just trying to figure out which one it is. Maximilian's Earth Grasp.
Yeah.
And it's going to, so I'm going to roll to cast it with a 12 plus 7.
Alright.
So you remember what that does?
Yep.
So it picks him up, gives him, he needs to take 2. Do you want me, I guess we need to...
I just need to know what the save is
dim.
to break out and stuff. That's it.
Well, he also needs to take 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
Well, you just roll that for his damage because it's your damage.
Okay, then I'll do
So
that
I know
quick.
what he took.
5.
Alright.
Also remember if he fails, he takes 2d6.
Alright.
And it is, he needs to make a strength save against my DC save.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. What your
which
DC save is.
is 15.
Same as mine. So he fails by 1. He has a +3.
I say, give me that stone you just took.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm going to use Dragon Fear and intimidate him.
Alright.
As my feet. That's on an angle. So 16. Because it gives me a +1 to the roll with the feet.
Yeah. So he proceeds to say that it is in his pocket.
I pull it out. And I say, why should we not get the authorities right now?
Well, I just need money.
I say, we all need money. I tell the hand to throw him and yell, don't ever come back.
Alright, so spell check to throw him.
That's a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Alright, so he gets thrown 10 feet as he gets up and runs off.
And I bring it back to the forge and I say, that little dwarf tried to steal this.
Thank you. As he OCDs it back on the table and brings the short sword to the table and puts it down. Nice day out, isn't it?
I say, yeah. Very nice.
I wonder where we're going tonight.
I say, yeah, I don't know. He seemed like this was urgent. He offered us an extra 25 gold to go.
Did he now?
Did he not tell you that?
He only told me we had a job tonight. He didn't tell me what exactly it was, but I just assumed we were taking stuff out. Cause
yeah, that's what
we
I was
usually
told.
do.
That's what I was told.
Interesting. Well, I look forward to that.
But I only got about an hour left that I can be standing outside. The rest of it I'm going to have to be in the shop in order to make it out of the kingdom walls with
Sounds
the
good.
shipment.
So after the 4 hours, you go into the shop for the rest of the day, which is only 3 hours, and then we go and meet Bilbo Baggins back at the house. So Bilbo comes outside, he's like, boys, girls,
Hold on.
welcome.
Stop. Why did you open? Close.
What the heck is that?
It opened up a live stream on Facebook.
Lucky. R2-D2, I need you guys to carry some crates onto the wagon here from inside. I got everything packed up for tonight's deal. Also, here's your bonus 25.
Perfect. So how much do I add all in total?
25.
What about my 15 for the day's work?
You get that weekly.
Oh.
Like at the end of the day.
Okay, I was just curious.
So as you guys load the crates, you load about 5 crates as you get on the wagon and start heading to the location. Upon reaching the location, you see a tent with a fire and a wagon with a horse beside it. But the horse appears to be dead.
Oh, lovely.
And there appears to be shreds in the tent.
I say we go look inside.
Where are you looking, Hef?
In the tent.
Alright, so perception to open the tent.
17 plus perception of 3, so I think that'd be 20.
So you see what appears to be a lizard folk's hand, ripped clean off the bone.
Oh, lovely. I said, do you know whose hand that is?
As Bilbo stands there in shock. That was the man that was buying these goods.
Oh, lovely.
As with that roll, you also see in the dirt in front of you what look to be handprints on the ground.
I said, do you recognize these handprints?
That I do not. They're awfully big hands. As in the background, you hear whoo hoo 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 hoo.
I said, who's there?
I'm going to make you.
I guess it should be, who's there? 'Cause I'm a girl.
I need you to make a strength saving throw. Your total needs to be 16 or higher.
So I need a 15. Hey?
Alright.
18.
So as out of the darkness from behind the tree, this ape jumps out, reaching for your throat, trying to rip your head off.
I instantly am going...
As a bunch more circle around us.
Oh, lovely. I'm going to cast... You know what? I haven't gotten to use this yet. Oh, fuck. I can only take one person. Oh, no. Who do I save?
Well, where are you going, Hef?
Well, I went...
What
Are these
is
all
your-
within a 10 feet radius?
Not all of them, no. Only the one that's right in front of you. The rest of them are running in a wild pack around us, waiting to see the first sign of aggression from anybody else.
So you think attacking would be a bad idea?
I don't know, this guy's already up in your grill, trying to rip your head off, F.
I'm a use!
This is what you're fighting.
I'm a
You're
use!
fighting a gorilla.
Thunder Step! I'm a not use Thunder Step!
It appears this gorilla holding on to you is exceeding your carrying capacity and his carrying capacity because he's holding you. I guess because you're holding him, preventing him from getting you.
Um.
Oh, Hef, you also can't cast magic, I guess, can you? Because you don't have any hands free to cast magic.
I can do it with the. I can spend my sorcerer point.
But you need hands to use magic.
Don't. That's the joy of the subtitle spell. It means I can do it without anything. Without any somatic or verbal components. So no verbal or moving components I can do it with.
I thought that was only for a certain thing.
No. I have to spend 1 sorcery point in order to do it. And I have 5. I'm going to try and sprout dragon wings and fly up 20 feet.
Sadly, you would not be able to fly carrying this thing. This thing weighs 350 to 450 pounds.
I'm running out of options.
Yes, you are now.
I could try and distract it with pretty lights.
Pretty lights.
Okay, there's one more option, but I'm going to feel bad. This poor thing's going to die.
You've used your 2 actions. You're down to an attack. But I don't think a punch to the face is going to do much to this guy. I think you're going to... Oh, God. You can't even draw a sword, could you? Because you'd have to let go of him and he'd have you. This poor bastard.
That's why I'm trying to think of the one last thing I can do.
My guy's just trying not to move to prevent him getting ripped to shreds by apes.
I don't think... Hey, Bilbo! A little help!
What do you want me to do?
Throw him a banana or something!
He reaches into his bag of holding, pulls out a banana. Throws you 20 feet over on the ground, hitting the tree, and starts running over to Bilbo. Bilbo's like, magic carpet! Magic carpet! Makes it with an 18 plus his to get the magic carpet. Poof. No, thank you, I'm sorry. I'll be back.
Warforged?
Yep.
Okay, is it my turn? No, it's your turn, right?
Tree.
You're being called.
I roll to perform as a tree. I make a good tree.
I'm going to cast... You know what? I'm going to try it. I'm going to use disguise self and disguise myself as the ape.
Oh, gosh. Oh, you can't disguise yourself as creatures, remember?
Oh, that's
just
right.
The sentience. That would have been such a good play, though.
Okay, then
Do you have Oh, you can't even put a disguise kit on.
No. Okay, can I use that 15 roll to say I activated the Scorchers one and
What's that?
It's this one. I can't pronounce it. It's the one that causes 10-foot flame and 5-foot radius to go out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I got 15. So it takes 3d8. Oh, it needs to make a dexterity saving throw of 15. Well, it takes half as much. So it takes...
With a nat 20.
It takes 3d8, but half as much for each creature it hit.
This is one snasty fucking ape, hey?
Dude, I don't want to fight this ape. 5, 6, 7, 14. Half is 7. He took 7 burning fire damage.
That's horrible.
You know, I'm also going to use this one. Just to blind the fucker. I'm using magical darkness.
You just used 2.
I only used 1. Because I couldn't use the disguise self, remember?
Mm.
So I'm going to use the last one to blind all of them with a 15-foot radius spear of blinding darkness.
Or not. Oh, God.
Ouch. Ouch. I have to remove that one. Well, I guess it's his turn. I have a feeling I'm about to die. This ape is about to rip my head off, isn't it?
Well, what's your AC?
14.
So one swift punch to the face, you don't feel anything. The next one knocks you on your ass, and you take a critical, because you're both medium. Oh, God. Holy shit. First one, I didn't feel a...
And that's so mean. Why, what just happened?
Oh, that's horrible. So, you take 6d6 plus 3 bludgeoning from his fist. So 10 and 8, so 18 plus 12 is 32, or 30, plus 3 is 33.
I'm dead.
Plus 6 is 39, plus 1 is 40.
I'm dead.
You're dead?
I'm dead. But I have one saving grace. Before I use my saving throws, I can use Strength of the Grave.
What the heck is that?
When your damage reduces to 0 hit points, you can make a charisma saving throw. DC 5 plus damage taken. On a success, you instead drop to 1 hit point. You can use this feature only if you've been reduced to 0 hit points by radiant damage or by a critical hit.
Alright, good. It's a critical hit.
After the saving throw succeeds, you cannot use this feature again until you finish a long rest.
Alright.
So, charisma saving throw. I survive! I automatically succeed and get one hit point. And I'm like, hey, tree man, I'm dying. Do something.
Oh, God. Hefty Ape 1 punched you with a crit. You only just survived because you're a sorcerer. Oh, my God.
I don't feel so good.
Well, I'm gonna have to do what I didn't really want to do. As my owlbear comes out of the trolley and starts fucking attacking the motherfucker, scaring the other 6 off.
And
As he
I'm
escapes
just
and runs
lying
off.
here. Hey, tree man, got any medicine potions or something in there?
I learned from my time with people that in the time of suffering, you use what's called a sword.
What the fuck? What the?
To put people out of their misery.
Well, folks, there you have it. Quickest D&D story ever.
As Bilbo lands,
And I'm
he's-
still on there. Hey, Bilbo.
he was like, "Oh, lucky. You don't look so lucky, after all."
I survived death. I'm pretty lucky.
Here. As he pours a potion down your throat. Just chill here for an hour. You'll be semi back to normal. Can't fix any broken bones, but you'll be able to.
Well, he only hit me in
You'll
the
be
head,
okay.
so if anything, I'll have a brain.
Oh, God.
Well,
One punched by a gorilla, because the first one
I
did
don't
nothing.
like this sorcerer thing.
Oh, God.
I think I
Jesus,
have to
help.
reevaluate how I make decisions as a sorcerer.
Not like a barbarian.
I can't just go peeking into shit.
So clearly now knowing, we have no deal, we load you into the back of the cart and go back to the home that we have rented. lay you in your bed and spend the night so you can heal half.
So what does the potion do for me?
The potion just heals you to full health.
Oh, okay. And then I just reset my spell slots and stuff. Because we're taking a long rest. And I'm going to...
Huh? What's up, Senior?
Do you know where the park on the back of 22nd Street and 80th Ave is? Would that be the one by Gilbert's house? I just gotta go get this because I need something to eat now and I'm dying here.
You finished your heal dice?
Yeah.
Alright, so how... Poor lizard folk. That poor man hef.
Right?
We didn't quite find the body, just the hand.
Yeah. Don't want to know what happened to the body, man.
I don't want to know what happened to the shiny gold that we owed him.
No.
Or that he owed us, I guess.
Yeah.
Make sure, chat, if you enjoyed, you like, subscribe, turn on post bell notifications, and this is all for episode 1 of the Celestial Return.
Peace out, chat.
Peace out, chat.